Good.
We all know about the growing epidemic of obesity and health issues in America. There are many advertisements that promote good and healthy eating, but how do we know if it's really healthy? So today I'm going to address to you the reasons why restaurants should include nutritional facts and calorie counts on all menus. Okay, I'm sure that every one of you go out and eat at a restaurant or drive through a fast food place or get a quick cup of coffee at least once a week, right? So, okay, since eating out is becoming so convenient and popular, many of us don't keep track of how many calories we're consuming or how many sugar grams or sodium grams we're consuming also. So menus should mention the calorie count and nutritional facts on restaurant menus in the U.S. because it'll help the obesity issue and prevent health complications, and also because we as consumers have the right to know what we're exactly eating. And New York and Philadelphia are cities that already adopted this process of mentioning calorie counts on menus. So my first point is that on average, the daily calorie intake for women is 1,940 and 2,250 for a man. Okay, a lot of the times we tend to go over the calorie limit intake, and we eat more than the suggested amount of calorie intake every day. So according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, there are at least 1 billion overweight adults today in the U.S., and 300 million of them are clinically obese. And some statistics for you is that 17% of adolescents through the ages of 12 through 19 are overweight, and 19% of children who are ages 6 through 11 are overweight also. Okay, so as of today, obesity is America's #1 health concern, and a lot of people are unaware and uninformed about the calories that are in certain foods, and people tend to be ignorant about the calorie intake, and they tend to eat whatever they want to and whatever is put in front of them. So if calorie counts are added on restaurant menus, it'll help people keep track of their daily intake of calories. So it'll help reduce the number of obese people and the people that are becoming obese. And according to Newsweek, health experts say that labeling is a useful tool against the war in obesity. And Elizabeth Hallett, she's from University of Arkansas, she researched and found that participants changed their food choices after knowing how many calories were in the actual food that they were buying at restaurants. The study shows that nutritional information helps consumers moderate their eating over time gradually. So according to womensfitness.net, after labeling menus, consumers made choices that were on average around 50 to 100 calories lighter. And if you think about that through the whole year, saving 100 calories every day will save you 2,400 calories a year, and from just the day-to-day change. So, okay, according to adding calories on the menu will help decrease the amount of obese people, but however, everybody is not obese in the U.S. Therefore, menus should also include nutritional facts that will aid those who are unhealthy. So today there is a rocketing number of people with diabetes type 2 because of this health issue, and nutritional facts being added on the menu such as sugars, sodium, calories, and fat calories will help people be more well aware of what is inside their food and what their food, how many calories their food is. So okay, and according to caloriecount.com, I have some, I just got some basic things that people eat or drink at restaurants. Okay, so in a cup of iced tea, there's 21.8 grams of sugar. That's about 5 sugar packets for just 1 cup of iced tea. And keep in mind that we don't only drink just 1 cup of a beverage or so. And there's 1,000 milligrams of sodium in just a 10-piece chicken nugget at McDonald's. There's a slice of carrot cake at Cheesecake Factory has more than 3/4 of a person's recommended daily calorie intake. So after knowing all this, I'm sure none of you have the urge to go to McDonald's and want to buy a 10-piece chicken nugget meal. So nutrition facts will help people from eating certain things that are high in sugar or high in fat or sodium. Okay, this will also help decrease the likelihood of someone getting diabetes or experiencing other health-related issues. Putting nutrition facts will help promote a healthy lifestyle to a lot of people in the U.S., especially because that's a big problem right now, and help people choose right foods. Okay, so besides the fact that calorie count and nutritional facts can make a person live a healthier life, restaurants should also include calorie count on menus because we as consumers have the right to know what kind of stuff is going inside our food, and this kind of vital information. So we have the right to know because 50% of the money that goes to eating outside of the home, and this is according to Kelly Bronwell from Newsweek.com. Why should we be the only ones? Why should we be able to see the calories and nutritional facts on foods in supermarkets, but not at restaurants or coffee shops or fast food places? So a lot of the times, calories for foods at certain restaurants can be found online. But why should we have to scavenge through the internet to find how many calories or how many grams of sugar are in our food? Instead, it should be immediately and conveniently available to us on the menu when we read it, so that it's for fast decision making. Okay, because of the epidemic of obesity and unhealthy people, restaurants should label calories and nutritional facts on their menus. So until restaurants label the foods with calorie count and nutritional information on menus, you might want to think twice about the item that you are ordering, because you might join the club of the U.S. and be part of the 300 million clinically obese people in America.
All right, Sherry, the reference that you use in your attention device is pretty solid. I think it could be a little bit more interesting, but we know what your thesis is. There's a very clear statement of it. I didn't think that you set up the contents very clearly. It did sound like you were giving a preview of the first part of the speech, but later on I didn't really catch much signposting on that, and it did seem like you were going over some of the same material again, that ideas were intermixed, and I think that that needs to be fixed a little bit, because content-wise I think you've got a lot of good information here. You've got some good quotes talking about why this is necessary, giving reasons why it would work. There was a study showing that it would have an impact. I think you need to be careful about some of the numbers, and apparently I'm hearing things, according to Catherine, but it sounded like you said there are over 1 billion people in the U.S. and 300 million of them are obese, and I'm going, that number's wrong. All right, and then if we're saving 100 calories a day using the situation that you're talking, and you said within a year that would mean we would save 2,400 calories. That's if there are only 24 days in a year, so the math is not quite right on that. So I'm just not sure that you're being careful about the way some of the information is being put together. I thought the presentation was pretty solid. It was easy to hear you. Like I said, I think you've got the good ideas in the speech, but I didn't think they were as well organized as they needed to be to make the argument as coherent and effective as it could be. All right, thank you.